All right, so here I am up on basically the summit of Schaghticoke Mountain here in, technically this is upstate New York. This hike is right, this mountain is right on the border of Connecticut, and it's part of the Appalachian Trail right here. And it's a fairly moderate hike. This mountain's about 1,300 feet or so, but a really, really beautiful hike with this classic granite rock that you'll see in a lot of the Appalachians. All over. So out that way is 10 Mile Hill, and the Appalachian Trail crosses over back into upstate New York, which is that way, and then goes onward down to Georgia. So this is 10 Mile Hill is pretty much where the trail enters into New England for the first time, and then dips back into New York State. We're in New York right now, and it goes back into Connecticut again, which is pretty interesting. So started this hike in South Kent, Connecticut, which is a really beautiful place. As you can see, it's pretty foggy today, so unfortunately you don't really get much of a view of the fall foliage that's happening in Connecticut. But I promise you it is definitely happening. And on a better morning, clearer morning, you could probably see it much better. But you know, I was thinking a lot the last couple weeks about how these mountains are kind of overlooked by a lot of people in the hiking community, in the mountain community, and that may be not really entirely true, but you know, definitely these are a lot smaller mountains than what they have out west in the western Midwest and west, I should say, the western United States, and definitely other parts of the world. But the thing to remember about these mountains is that they're incredibly old, and they're pretty much 400 million to over 1 billion years old, depending on where in the Appalachians you are, which really makes these really the core of what they are as mountains, as rocks. You know, these have been gone through so much erosion, so much wear and weather and ice ages and the dinosaurs and everything, meteors hitting the earth. They've survived all of this, all of that history of the earth, and this is what's left. This is the hardest, most durable part of the mountain that will never erode and never go anywhere. And part of it is still, you know, they are very slowly eroding, but pretty much this is the last remnants and the heart of these mountains, and that's what makes these so beautiful and amazing to climb, and so refreshing to climb. I've spent a lot of time in these mountains in the Northeast here, and they all have this very unique, classic feel to them. That there's an honesty to them. These are the bare cores of what was underneath these mountains that were once over 14,000 feet, believe it or not. But now they're just at these modest heights, 1,300 feet for this one, and really they only get about you know, none of them get over 7,000 feet, but they just have an incredible honesty to them. So anyway, down that way is the Schaghticoke River, which you can hike as well along there, and I may go to 10 Mile Hill today as well and check out that portion. So this fall I want to try to do some more sections of the AT in Connecticut. There's, I think, about 60 miles of AT, Appalachian Trail, in Connecticut. I could be wrong, there could be more. I've heard there was more. But I've done a few sections, and it's absolutely wonderful wherever you go on the trail so far. And they steadily follow ridge lines and these old mountains, and, you know, the Litchfield Hills and whatnot, and up into Massachusetts. So I think that is enough out of me for today. Thanks.